season. Stay here all season.
I think of it as a cheap vacation. It's like going to the Keys without having to buy a plane ticket.
He's offering them freedom.
Cliff Radel, pop music critic for the Cincinnati Enquirer.
And it's a lifestyle that people can enjoy vicariously. This beach bum lifestyle, this carefree existence, this Margaritaville. It's founded on great food, too, cheeseburgers.
In this summer of recession with concert business in the doldrums, Jimmy Buffett's concerts are sold out coast to coast from May to September. He's one of those musical anomalies with an enormous loyal following, despite rarely being heard on Top 40 radio, never seen on MTV.
Do you get a kind of a little charge out of coming into a town and having the CPAs and the lawyers and everybody take their three-piece suits off? Are you a troublemaker at heart?
Absolutely. I am at heart. I think that the biggest problem with 20th century life is we've all taken ourselves much too seriously. When we come to town and all of a sudden we're an excuse to go crazy, I think that's an essential part of life in the 20th century, and I'm glad it's my job.
His fans know all the words.
Mother, Mother Ocean, I have heard you call. Wanted to sail upon your waters since I was 3 feet tall.
His words are of regrets and hope, of modern-day smugglers and pirates.
You've seen it all.
Indeed, his words are now making him a best-selling author. He has written 2 children's books with his daughter, Savannah Jane. His Tales of Margaritaville hit the New York Times bestseller list 3 years ago and stayed there for 7 months.
Thanks a bunch.
A bit of an irony, considering no song he ever recorded has done half as well on the charts. This month, his first novel, Where is Joe Merchant, was published.
What number? 285. 285.
290.
At his first book signing 2 weeks ago in Denver, fans stood in line for hours for autographs.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
One more, though.
Well, tell us about book writing. First, why would any guy, any sane man, well, perhaps that's the wrong way to phrase the question.
Way to phrase
I'm sorry.
it.
Okay, let's rephrase that question. Why with all the success that you've had and everything, why would you want to sit down and try and write a book of fiction particularly?
It was the pure challenge of seeing it if I could do it. And when I got into it, I was scared to death. And once you got in, I wanted to do it real fast, you know. When I wrote a book...
But it took him 3 years, writing on airplanes, in hotel rooms, and in backstage trailers like this one.
I've toured for 25 years. I still love it. And the thing that I love about it is the instant feedback. I found myself, when I was writing this book, I'd get to a point where I'd close it all up and run down in Key West and play in Margaritaville just so I could hear people applaud for me.
Okay, we're rolling.
The novel is of flying and sailing and carousing in the Caribbean, things Jimmy Buffett knows something about.
The reason I started flying seaplanes was because, like the character in the book, I was sort of mesmerized by them in my days in South Florida. I would just go get on the chalk flights and go back and forth to Bimini just to ride on the planes because I was fascinated by them.
The main characters are the pilot and the plane itself.
I had to get them on the first page. It's like the only thing I had to relate writing to was being on stage. I got to get them on the first song.
Jimmy Buffett is fast becoming a conglomerate. He has a new album out this summer on his own label, while his bar and restaurant in Key West, called Margaritaville, hums along, tourists stopping in to buy Jimmy Buffett's souvenirs.